Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A crash around 10:30 this morning on Interstate 81 in Luzerne County had traffic at a standstill. A tractor trailer and FedEx truck collided in the southbound lanes of the interstate just south of the West Hazelton exit. Fire crews found one driver confined in one of the trucks. Fire crews from Sugarloaf and Hazel Townships were on location, along with Sugarloaf EMS, Medic 26, and state police. 2 people were taken to local hospitals. Troopers are investigating the crash in Sugarloaf Township. Hazelton City administrators say they are not relying on revenue from a property tax increase to balance the 2019 budget. The latest working draft budget that City Administrator Dan Lynch shared with City Council replaces over $260,000 in revenue from a 5% property tax increase that highlights an earlier budget presentation with $270,000 in revenue from leasing on-street parking spaces, a towing license program, and an audit of mercantile tax collections. The latest draft budget totals $13.7 million and includes revenue from a 0.4% increase in the resident earned income tax. That was recommended in Hazelton's Act 47 financial recovery plan and would raise between $1.4 million and $1.5 million in revenue. In the latest draft of the budget, the city administrator does not have a property tax increase so far, though those figures hang on how the city will handle the 2018 running deficit. The administration must present a budget to council by November 1st. Over 1,100 new phone calls have come into the new state attorney general's abuse hotline following the release of the jury report on Catholic clergy sexual abuse. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro had no idea the floodgate that he was opening last month. The clergy sexual abuse hotline in the Attorney General's office has been ringing day and night for 6 weeks, according to the AG. Shapiro said a lot of useful and helpful information has come into the AG's office, and they are processing all the new information. Shapiro said he has also fielded calls from attorneys general in 40 other states seeking to launch their own investigations. Just over 2 years after Luzerne County Correctional Officer Christopher Moles was killed when he and an inmate fell after falling down an elevator shaft, a bill was signed into law that would create a safety board. Moles' mother looked on as Governor Tom Wolf signed Bill 934. That bill creates an elevator safety board that would conduct a monthly review of issues related to elevator construction, maintenance, and inspection. The body would also have regulatory authority, including the ability to grant exceptions and variances to existing codes. Membership will include those with expertise in the safe operation of elevators. Republican nominee for U.S. Senate Lou Barletta joined Cheetah Chassis President Gary Hartman in a news conference today to announce major economic news in Berwick. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the details.
Republican nominee for U.S. Senate Lou Barletta joined Cheetah Chassis in Berwick today for a major policy victory announcement. The major economic announcement involved policies advanced by Barletta and how they're directly benefiting Cheetah Chassis' workforce.
The tariffs went into effect on the Chinese imports, so it's actually helped us. It will help us compete with the chassis made in China delivered to the United States. And as a result, level playing field will now be able to increase our production. To increase production, you have to hire people. So the good news is we're ready to hire 80 to 100 people to put an additional second shift on at our factory here in Berwick.
President of Cheetah Chassis, Gary Hartman, says with this new tariff in place, the local business is in a position where their prices will not only be similar to China, but he believes they'll get the business as a domestic supplier.
Chinese were literally dumping chassis into America and putting this company out of business. This was a business that was at one time manufacturing 8,000 trailers, and we're down to 3,000, had 500 employees and we're down to 80. And today, because of our help, President's tariffs included these chassis on the tariff list, and not only saved the jobs, but now they're going to be adding another shift because of it. So I'm really proud. Congressman Marino also was involved, and this was an example where the President's tariffs and policies have saved American jobs.
The tariff is now at 10%, which allowed Cheetah Chassis to break even in competing against China, and will go up to 25% beginning in 2019. Hiring well over 80 people is tough, so Cheetah Chassis decided to invest in their current employees. The volunteer-based investment allowed Cheetah Chassis to gain 20 additional welders who also receive a $2,000 bonus.
To assist in their training, we hooked them up with an existing welder who has experience to help train them and bring them up to speed, and they get a $2,000 bonus. So the entire program so far with the 20 welders, we were close to $80,000 or $90,000 in investment, but it's some of the best money that we could spend.
Cheetah Chassis has been manufacturing container chassis for some of the world's largest companies for over 100 years from their factory in Berwick.
The workforce here in the Berwick area, and we pull from a 50-mile radius around Berwick, they are some of the best workers in this, I believe, in the country. Highly skilled, highly motivated, and I wouldn't replace them with anyone.
The local business hopes to be around for future generations, grow as a manufacturer, and provide good paying jobs in the area. Reporting from Berwick for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
And coming up on WYLN News, the kickoff of the United Way. Plus, for some, there's a 3-day weekend coming up. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Clouds and patchy fog overnight, the low 53. Tomorrow starts off partly cloudy, but then some thunderstorms later in the day, the high 74. Sunny and 65 for Friday. We'll be right back.
John Schrin, born and raised in northeastern Pennsylvania, the grandson of coal miners and steel workers, first to go to college. John traveled the country building successful businesses. John returned home to put his experience as a job creator to work for our local economy, so our next generation can find better jobs here at home, families better health care, and seniors a secure retirement. John Schrin for Congress.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to FunandLC.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
An area campaign kicked off in style this afternoon at one of the city's newest venues. Our Julie Stefanovich was there with details on the United Way and how you can help out.
The United Way of Greater Hazleton kicked off its annual campaign at Elevate and Cafe Fresh at the Gottstein property on 15th and Church Streets in Hazleton. City officials and community leaders joined United Way CEO and President Pat Ward in celebrating today's kickoff. Over $529,000 was raised last year, and the goal is to raise $1 more in the upcoming campaign.
It's increasingly difficult in the community to raise money, and we're appealing to everyone that has the ability to help us. We have representatives of the community today here, community leaders from government, from civic organizations, industrial development. We also have representatives of our 24 United Way agencies, United Way volunteers, board members. It's really a slice of the Hazleton pie, if you will, of good people that support us every year.
A generous $10,000 grant was presented by All One Charities, which is headquartered in Wilkes-Barre and partners with the United Way with healthcare in the community.
It's a collaboration of organizations that strive really to make healthcare, make access to healthcare better for the people in the region. The United Way has proven itself, really, more than anything else. They've proven themselves as an excellent community partner. They know what collaboration means. They know what working together means. They understand the value that comes from when we all put our best efforts together to address some of these seemingly intractable problems that we face. But the United Way has a track record of success, and that's why we're happy to be partners with them.
Monies raised throughout the year help out the area on many levels.
Our community impact areas are education, financial stability, and health. And we're covering a gamut of people that are hungry, in need of food. We're very proud of the work that's being done by Catholic Social Services. And we also deal in areas of education. We have a Dolly Parton Imagination Library that gives children from birth to age 5 age-appropriate books. And I'm happy to say we've given out more than 17,000 books in the area. That's just a snapshot of what we do. We do so much more in the community. That's why we need the community's support.
There are numerous ways to contribute to the United Way, either through the workplace, by calling the office at 570-455-9515, or by visiting unitedwayhazelton.org. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation has announced that they will be closing all driver's license and photo centers, including in Harrisburg, Saturday, October 6th through Monday, October 8th. It's an observance of Columbus Day. That also includes this one in Hazel Township. Forms, training manuals, and all publications will still be available for customers on PennDOT's Driver and Vehicle Services website, free of charge. You can log on to www.dmv.pa.gov. The Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board posted on its website the monthly report for total revenue generated from the play of slot machines at casinos during December of 2018. It shows a 0.5% increase compared to September 2017. Both local casinos, however, showed decreases. Mohegan Sun Pocono, 3.30%, Mount Airy, a 1.73% decrease. Coming up on Pond Creek's News Choice, Wellness Wednesday features breast cancer awareness on Community and You, plus PAWS, that's P-A-W-S, for a Cause is this weekend. We have the details. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. everything to make your house a home.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN and our new segment within Community and You, Wellness Wednesdays. Thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network for partnering with us to bring us this great information. Every Wednesday, we're going to talk about some wellness tips to keep you on the right track here. And today, I'm joined by Dr. Jonathan Perry, who is relatively new to our area here in Northeast Pennsylvania. And Dr. Perry, first of all, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, glad to be here.
So you are a general physician surgeon, and you are joining us to talk a little bit about today some breast cancer screening, self-exams, signs, symptoms. So let's start with kind of the basics first of all. Somebody receives that diagnosis. What are some of the first steps they should be taking?
Well, it's interesting you put it that way because now more and more you're receiving the diagnosis after getting your imaging done, i.e. your mammogram. Which is a good thing, believe it or not. But you know, you may sometimes be called back for additional imaging, FYI. But after you got that imaging and you've got that concern for that diagnosis, I should say, they often will refer you to a surgeon. The person ordering it, being your primary care or obstetrician, will refer you to a surgeon for further workup. Okay.
So going through that, now I know being a general physician and a surgeon, you're kind of halfway through that process, or you're being brought in when you're seeing the images and everything. So why is it important for women and for men, because there are men who do develop breast cancer, why is it important to know how to do some self-screening and to kind of know what to look for?
Actually, you bring up something that's something of a controversial topic, depending upon who you ask. And if I may go on a quick tangent, you got a lot of intelligent people there having discussions about the best way to approach breast cancer and what to do about it. And some people do advocate doing self-breast exams, but some people are concerned that it breeds like undue doubt and concern where it doesn't need to be. They've done studies on self-breast exams, and up to 50% of the time you detect something that's not there or don't detect something that is there. So, it's a kind of a flip of a coin how useful it is. So some people advocate doing it, some people don't. I wouldn't tell anybody not to do it. However, sometimes it makes people feel better to not worry about that, let us take care of that issue.
Now, what are some of the things that women in general should be kind of looking for? Are there any kind of signs and symptoms that could throw a red flag up for them to say, maybe I should be going and getting an exam by the doctor?
Yes, actually, to kind of dispel one, breast pain actually is not very much associated with breast cancer, but you'll see other things like you could see dimpling or retraction of the skin, especially when you move your arms up, down, say when you're in the shower. You can also have nipple discharge. On both sides, sometimes not really abnormal, but if on one side, you definitely want to get that checked out. Some of the discharge actually, bloody is concerning, but white or green actually is not as concerning. So those are the things. And obviously, if you feel a lump, lumps sometimes can be like fibrocystic disease, but sometimes it can be cancer. So it's kind of nice to have that checked out too.
Now, is there any certain age kind of requirements or at a certain age they should be going and getting an exam done? Is it different in maybe if their moms or sisters had breast cancer or somebody in their family? How does that work?
So a person of average risk, the American Cancer Society now would recommend starting yearly mammograms at 45. of course, if you're at higher risk, that may impact the decision to do that sooner. And, that's a decision that really needs to be made with your doctor in terms of when to screen. The screening studies that you would have to do change dramatically the younger you are. So you want to make sure you screen at the right time and the right screening studies so that you get the information you need.
So again, Dr. Perry is here, Lehigh Valley Health Network. We're talking about some breast cancer screenings, self-exams, signs and symptoms. Again, it's always very good for you to talk with your physician, your family doctor, to talk about these things, because some things may be a little different for you than from everybody else. We're kind of just giving a broad overview. But again, if you have any questions, you should refer to your doctor. And Dr. Perry, did we miss anything on the kind of broad overview of breast cancer screening, self-exam, stuff like that you really want to drive home to everyone?
The one thing I would say is that we're trying to understand that breast cancer is it's a difficult disease process, not just to have the diagnosis, but to go through the treatment process. There's a lot of treatment options out there. There's the surgery, there's the medicine, i.e. the chemotherapy, but then there's hormone modifying medications, and then there's new age like monoclonal antibodies that attack the cancer. So, and there's the interventional radiologists have a role in care too. So all of these people have a role, and we are trying to approach breast cancer though as a team effort, and we have navigators that are involved in to help get through this, what can be a very daunting process.
Well, Dr. Perry, thanks so much for coming on and giving us all that information. If you want to learn more about Dr. Perry and about his services, and you may have some more questions, you can head over to lvhn.org or at the Lehigh Valley Health Network website to get all that information, learn more about services provided, and even schedule an appointment with a Lehigh Valley Physicians Group provider here in our area. And to make an appointment, always remember, that's 570-5014-LVH. Thanks so much for joining us here on Wellness Wednesdays and Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation, and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Schur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's, 570-454-7229.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
This weekend is the annual Pause for a Cause for Autism Walk. The event takes place this Sunday, October 7th at Whitetail Preserve in Black Creek Township. Registration beginning at 12:30. It's $15 per dog, payable to Pause for a Cause for Autism. All animals in attendance will also be blessed during a special ceremony.
It is held yearly at the Whitetail Preserve, which is 7 miles out from Cunningham. The registration starts at 12:30. The blessing of the animals is at 1:15. The walk starts at 1:30. It is the biggest fundraiser of the year for Pause for Cause. We fall under SAFE, Supporting Autism in Families Everywhere, as a 501c3, and our goal is to raise enough money to get an autistic child a service dog. It's a beautiful venue. Come on out. You do not have to participate in the walk. You can come out, see the fall foliage. There's a full kitchen there, beautiful tricky trays. The public is welcome. It's family friendly.
And as Perchak just said, all the proceeds from the event will help in purchasing a service dog for an autistic child in our area. Once again, the annual Pause for a Cause for Autism, taking place this Sunday, October 7th at Whitetail Preserve. This Friday, it's week 7 of the high school football season. The Wyln sports crew will be out once again at Harmon Geist, and Friday, the crew will be broadcasting the Berwick at Hazleton area game. That will also be broadcast on PCN across the state. You can join Marty Burns and Joe DeMelfi for all the action. The game will be on your TV screens at 7 p.m. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown Hometown Village Square.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Irely Chiropractic Offices, a great place to start feeling better. Since 1975, Doctors Tricia and Terrence Irely, adjusting lives for the better, one patient at a time, for the last 43 years.
Our amazing off-premise sale was the biggest one ever. We traded over 50 retail-ready cars, trucks, vans, and sport utilities of all makes and models. And I need 31 new units to meet my monthly quota with the manufacturer. Discounts and rebates of over $10,000, payments starting at $99 a month, and interest rates as low as 0%. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out our website at blazehazleton.com. I've reduced all prices to an all-time low. With over 40 banks on board, we have about a 99% approval rate. Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Mazda. Definitely taking the deals the other guys won't.
watching Monterey City's Choice. For news, weather, and live local sports, WYLN, we're your local network.